applications of blockchain. So let's try to see the use cases of blockchain network. So as we say, the blockchain uh, use cases can be multiple, and they can help you to address various needs. So so blockchain can help you to address the need of record keeping. They can help you to address the need of doing the transactions. So there can be 5 to 6 main different types of use cases which can be satisfied with the likes of blockchain network. So as a part of a static registry, blockchain can act as a static registry which can help you to do the record keeping. So it can help you to store any kind of static information. So as a part of static registry, it helps you to manage the registry of the assets ownership. It can help you to provide the automation of specific assets. So the kind of real-time example is your land title. So suppose if you are transferring your land title, you're selling your land from X person to Y person, you can use the static registry features of the blockchain, which can help you to do a better record keeping. The kind of gift card ownership, the kind of chain of custody ownership, the kind of, so in education sector now, organizations or education institutes, they have started giving the degrees on the blockchain network. So that ensures that you as a individual get the record keeping done through the blockchain network, and the blockchain basically acts as a static registry for the students for getting or storing their degree. So there are multiple use cases, real-time world examples, starting from the land transfer titles to the gift card ownership to the chain of custody to the uses in the education sector for storing your degrees. There are various use cases of blockchain network. The next is for the identity. So blockchain basically helps you to secure the information or store the information in a more secure manner, and it can also help you to confirm and distribute the kind of identity related to the kind of information which is secured. Also, if there is any kind of revision of the personal, also if there's any kind of revision of any kind of personal or other data, that can be handled and managed through the identity elements of the blockchain network. So the real-time use cases of blockchain can be storing the bank, credit card details to identify the information on the blockchain, to enable the users to easily access the proof of identity. So you can use the blockchain network to store your data, which can be used for the easy access of the data. So it can be used for the easy access of the identity. So that's the second use case wherein you can store the data, more of a static information or static data, and it acts as a record keeping instrument. And the third similar use case, as we call, is the use of smart contracts. So smart contracts are important elements. They can help you to create and execute a semi-autonomous contract on the distributed digital platform. So the likes of insurance payout, the likes of cash, equity trading, the likes of release of new music, all these are the real world examples of the smart contract, wherein once the certain information is, or once the certain conditions are met, your piece of code get executed by itself, and then you can carry out those transactions without the intervention of humans. So these are all the examples of the record keeping part of the blockchain network, wherein the data is stored in more of a static information. The next use case is more of a transaction. So how you can think of doing a registry of tradable information. So how the information which is in transactional form, how these can be stored in the blockchain network. So the fourth use case, as we call, is called dynamic registry. So as a part of the dynamic registry, the exchange of the physical and the digital assets on the digital platform can also be enabled through the blockchain network. So your streamlined low transaction settlement to address the liquidity mismatch in kind of loan funds, that is one of the use cases of the blockchain network. So for doing any kind of payment infrastructure, you can still think of using the blockchain network. So your efficient payment transfers with low friction, improved record keeping can be done through the blockchain network. So peer-to-peer lending through the kind of Bitcoin blockchain or through the kind of this intermediary bank can be done through the blockchain network and technology. The last use case is called the verifiable data, wherein the storage of information and easy access to secure dynamic information can also be handled and managed through the blockchain network and platform. So the examples of this is when you're trying to sell the tickets, even tickets on the blockchain platform, you can certainly use it through the blockchain network or platform. Your registry of independent artists' work, your protection of intellectual property rights can also be done through the blockchain network. So these are the few use cases, real world examples wherein your blockchain can be used for carrying out these tasks. So these are some of the sources. There are multiple other sources as well for the blockchain network platform. So there are four primary use cases of the blockchain technology. So the first one is tokenization. The second one is a digital identity. The third one is transfer of value. And the fourth one is decentralized application. So as a part of the first use case of blockchain technology, tokenization certainly can be applied to regulated financial instruments such as your equities, bonds, tangible assets such as your real estate. So by usage of tokenization, you can think of ensuring your blockchain technology can be used in this sector. So the next one is your digital identity. So blockchain technology can basically eliminate the need of intermediaries, and they can enable the people to have the full control over the digital or the legal identity. So you can use the blockchain technology for establishing a digital identity of the citizens or the people around. So the third is for the transfer of values. So this can also be used to allow the smart connected devices to buy and sell items autonomously. So your blockchain technology does this by creating a secure means of directly authenticating your IoT device without a need for a certification body. So you can carry out these tasks without a need for any third-party intermediaries. And the last one is your decentralized application. So your EOS basically can enable the development and hosting of decentralized apps. Definitely, it will help you to allow it for most scalable, speed, and flexible systems. So these are the primary four use cases of blockchain technology. First is tokenization, second is digital identity, third is transfer of value, and fourth is a decentralized application. So these are the four typical use cases of blockchain technology. So let's try to see some of these examples for the static registry. So in Ghana, almost 80% of the land titles lack the documentation to prove the kind of ownership of the ownership or ownership of the land or record. So countries, such as Rwanda, such as Georgia, such as Honduras, they have signed the deal to build the blockchain-based land titling systems where the information is stored in the immutable digital registries, and then it can be cross-checked by a network of computer users. So there are various countries who have been working in this direction to use blockchain for storing the land title record. So in 2018, the National Blood Transfusion Center, NBTC of Cambodia, they supplied the blood bags for more than 85,000 bags So your blockchain-based blood bank ecosystem for providing the public health and the encouraging of the voluntary blood donors have happened in 2018. So that's also one of the use case where your blockchain technology can be used.